want it, get it, don't ever give up, you got it. You wanna make it, then chase it, no one can stop you. Stop you, they're gonna hate you, but let them hate you, that's fine. Cause if they stand in your way, then you gotta leave them, but...
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Sam Burns, and welcome back to the South Alabama Dynasty. We are in Week 7, coming off of a loss against the highly talented Oklahoma State Cowboys, who will move up to number 4 in this week's polls. But it was definitely a tough loss. Our defense just really couldn't get a stop when we needed them to. Our offense was obviously very good, like we usually are. But our defense has been pretty lackluster this year. And you'll see Georgia State is currently 27th in the top 25. They got a big game against Alabama this week. We'll see how that goes. We're currently 6th in the SEC East. Georgia State is 3rd in the SEC West. Obviously, divisions are kind of screwed up. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get into this game against the 11th ranked LSU Tigers.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. A nice easy pace of warm-ups, over. Better buckle those chin straps. SEC action about to start. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Fred Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
Alright, starting off, we've had a couple of negative plays to start this game. So Bilal Marshall's going to go over the middle, and that's going to be Brian McIntyre, the tight end. 22 yards on the play right there. But nonetheless, we would end up having to punt on that drive. So Sam Williams, who had a big game against Georgia State earlier in the year, is LSU's running back. And he's going to take this one on 2nd and 13 and avoid some tacklers. He's out across the 40 to the 30, inside the 20, and he is gone. Touchdown LSU. A 60-yard touchdown for Sam Williams, and the tailback puts LSU up 7-0 now. On the next Jaguar possession, 2nd and 6, and Caleb Blanchard's going to go up the middle for a pretty good gain right there. That is a 16-yard run for the tailback. Now 3rd down and 11. Bilal Marshall in the pistol formation. He is back to pass, going over the middle, and that is Brian McIntyre once again. A 22-yard reception this time is going to be enough for the first down. His 3rd catch of the day. And now on 3rd down and 8, Marshall, shotgun set, is going to be rolling to his right side. And he's going to find Kyle Clifford setting down right at the first down line. That was a 9-yard reception for the senior wide receiver. About 3 minutes to go in this first half. And this drive would end up leading to this long field goal attempt here on 4th and 22 after a couple of sacks. And Logan Gunn's field goal is up and good. So that makes it 7-3 LSU, and back to the Tigers the ball goes. Sam Williams is going to run up the middle for the first down right there. And we have really struggled to stop the run this year, obviously. Last game we gave up over 300 rushing yards to one running back. Mostly due in part to the just terrible tackling. And you'll see that a lot in this game too. And really, our defense is really just poor. It's not a SEC caliber defense. But we're in this game 7-3 after the first quarter. But like I said, our defense really isn't SEC caliber. If you look at the overalls, we have like a, I don't know, it's like an 80-something overall offense, or a 90 overall offense. It's something like ridiculous like that compared to our 75 overall defense. So our defense definitely not up to par with what we need it to be. And you'll see here on 2nd and 11, about 30 seconds into the second quarter, and Daniel Stuckey's going to get a first down right there. And now it's the backup quarterback in after an injury to the starting quarterback that would put him out for 4 weeks. And Deshaun Smith's going to get 11 yards right there. So that brings up the 2nd and goal. And it's a handoff to Clark. And David Clark's into the end zone and puts LSU up 14-3 here with about 6 minutes to go until halftime. And LSU is going to take a 2-possession lead now here. And here we go on our next possession. It's the 3rd down and 5 with about 5:20 remaining. Marshall is going to fire for Kyle Clifford on the pro route, and he's going to bring that one down for a 12-yard reception. That's his 2nd catch of the day. Now on 2nd and 16, 3:50 remaining. Marshall back to pass, going to throw the pro route again, but this time it is jumped by the safety, and Sandolph is going to take this one to the house. Only some linemen and Caleb Blanchard trying to chase him down, but he was way too far ahead of the pack, and Sandolph's going to return that one for a touchdown. The first interception of the day for Bilal Marshall makes it 21-3 LSU here in the first half. And now Marshall trying to get something going with his offense on 3rd and 3. He's going to scramble and get out of bounds after 12 yards. That's going to be a first down for the Jaguars. And that makes it a 3rd and 14 now. Later in the drive, Marshall is back to pass, and he's going over the middle. And it is Brian McIntyre having a pretty productive day so far. That's a 29-yard reception, his 3rd reception over 20 yards this game. Now 1st down and 10. Marshall in the shotgun with Billy Cooper to his right, and he is back to pass and going deep, and it is intercepted right there by Joe Browning. And Browning with his first interception on the day, the 2nd interception for the LSU defense. As you see, Bilal Marshall's 10 of 17 for 105 yards and 2 picks heading into the half, as LSU could not turn that interception on that drive into a score. So LSU goes into the break with an 18-point lead, thoroughly dominating the Jaguars at this point. We really can't get anything going on offense, and defensively, it's just a nightmare. As you see, rush yards and pass yards, just over 100 yards in that half. And they only had the ball for 6 minutes, and they're just absolutely obliterating us. So that is going to amount to an 18-point deficit heading into the second half. And Johnson's going to keep this one on the read option on 2nd and 2. And he's got some space up the middle, and that is a 19-yard run for Danny Johnson, the backup quarterback. But it's 3rd and 18 later in the drive, 6 minutes to go. Danny Johnson back to pass, and he finds Smith after the coverage breaks down. Deshaun Smith with a 28-yard reception brings up a 3rd down and 9 now, as Johnson is sacked right there by Perkins, and Walter Perkins with the first sack on the day for him, and that's going to bring up a 4th down field goal attempt for LSU, trying to make this a 21-point game. And the field goal is good. So 24-3 now, as LSU is thoroughly dominating the Jaguars at this point. 3rd and 12 for Bilal Marshall, and he's going to be going deep for Anthony Thompson, and it is caught. Anthony Thompson, 35 yards on the catch, will set up this very long field goal from Logan Gunn, and it is up. It looks on target, but it is short. So that's going to give LSU a pretty short field here with the ball around the 40-yard line. And Sam Williams is going to go up the middle right there for 13 yards. Sam Williams looking good on the day, but we ended up holding him. So that brought up this 4th down, and the handoff to Clark is going nowhere. David Clark loses 3 on 4th and 3 and gives the ball back to the Jaguars. So 2nd and 2, Marshall back to pass, and he's going to be rolling to his right side and find a running Matt Harris right there for the 1st down. And now on that 1st down, Bilal Marshall in the shotgun. 2 backs to either side, and Marshall's going to go deep for Matt Harris, who's inside the 20-yard line. That's an 18-yard reception for Harris, the senior wideout. Now 1st and 10, Marshall keeping this one on the read option, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone. 16 yards on the run for the senior quarterback. Makes it 24-10, and all of a sudden it's only a 14-point game heading into the 4th quarter. Definitely a lead that can be overcome, but LSU has something to say about that. 3rd and 18, Johnson back to pass, and it's a screen pass to Sam Williams, and the Jaguars were ready for it. That's only a 2-yard reception for the tailback, his first catch of the day. But the LSU Tigers would have to punt. Now Bilal Marshall is going to go ahead and scramble here on 1st and 10 and slide down to avoid being murdered right there by the defensive back. And now later in the drive, inside the 40-yard line, 2nd and 9, Marshall's scrambling, and he's just going to try to get some yards, but he fumbles and the ball goes out of bounds, luckily. So it's a 3rd and 7 now, and Marshall's back to pass, finding Brian McIntyre, who is going to get the 1st down right there. That's an 8-yard reception for Brian McIntyre, his 6th catch of the day, having a very productive day. But it's 4th down now, and after Bilal Marshall got injured on a scramble, so backup Trevor Haynes has to come in, and he nearly throws an interception. So LSU gets the ball back inside their own 20. Sam Williams is going to take this one, and he's got some space, brought down from behind by Gonzalez. But that was very close to being broken. 2 minutes remaining in this game, still 14-point deficit. It's looking tougher and tougher to overcome for the South Alabama Jaguars. That's a 7-yard gain right there for Sam Williams, but it was on 3rd and 13, so they have to punt. A minute 34 to go now. 1st down and 10. Marshall back to pass, and he has nowhere really to go. He's going deep, and Matt Harris goes up and gets it off a tip. What a catch by Matt Harris, and the senior wideout comes up big with his 5th catch of the day. Minute 22 to go now. Marshall going deep for Matt Harris. Can he outrun his guy? He cannot. 31 yards for Matt Harris, and now 2nd and 10, a minute 7 to go. Marshall in the end zone. That is Dejan Funderburk, excuse me. The 11-yard touchdown brings us within 7, and here is the onside kick by Logan Gunn, and it goes out of bounds. We could not get the onside kick this week like last week, but LSU goes 3 and out, and we had all 3 of our timeouts. So 38 seconds to go now, and there's a big gain right there now. 1st down and 10 from the 40. Marshall back to pass. He's lobbing it up there, and it is caught by Kyle Clifford. Can he outrun his man? He breaks the tackle into the end zone. Kyle Clifford ties this game up with a 60-yard touchdown reception, giving LSU 30 seconds to go ahead and take the lead. The ball is dumped down to Todd, who's going to get the 1st down right there. Travis Todd, 26 seconds remaining. LSU has all their timeouts. Now on 2nd and 10, Johnson is going to be sacked right there by, I believe that is Perkins again. And Walter Perkins, I believe his name is, gets the sack. So 3rd and 18, 15 seconds to go. Danny Johnson going deep, and it's intercepted by Ty Young at the 40-yard line, and he's going to return this one out across the 50 to about the 48. First turnover of the day for LSU, 8 seconds remaining, and now we have a shot to win this game. Bilal Marshall, back to pass, going over the middle, squeezes it into Brian McIntyre. 4 seconds left, the clock stops with the chains. McIntyre goes over 100 yards receiving, and Bilal Marshall is going to spike the ball with 3 seconds remaining. And after LSU called a timeout to ice the kicker, Logan Gunn's kick for the win is up. It is on target. Does it have the distance? It does! South Alabama upsets the number 11 LSU Tigers on a last-second field goal. What a turn of events. 17 points in a minute and a half. A ridiculous comeback by the South Alabama Jaguars gives them a huge conference victory over a huge, tough opponent. And you'll see Logan Gunn react to seeing that field goal go through the uprights. Just disbelief from the small section of the stadium that is filled with LSU fans. That small section of yellow, just in disbelief that this team pulled the upset. Bilal Marshall is your player of the game. He had a huge game. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this huge comeback by the South Alabama Jaguars. 27-24, South Alabama upsets the number 11 team in the country. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.